Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Hartley with Action Coach. What needs to pivot in my business, kickstart your day, get you refocused, because business is changing daily right now. Good day. I am Dr. Michael Hartley. I'm a non-medical type of doctor. I operate on business. And today's topic on what needs to pivot, it's really going to be the fundamentals of what needs to be put in place to properly reopen. The first few steps of the laundry list that you should focus on of how to properly reopen. We're going to go through a handful of steps today and then a handful of steps in the next episode. If you're not connected with us, get connected. We put out stuff all the time. It's not just this. So get connected with us and let's dive into the topics that you need to focus in to properly reopen your business. Or for some of you, open for the first time. There's going to be a lot of businesses that are open for the very first time coming out of a pandemic. You were laid off, you were furloughed, and you said, you know what, I want to go do this thing on my own. Guess what? You're about to walk into the biggest learning curve you probably ever could. And that's why the first point really is the difference between knowledge and know-how. Knowledge is what you learn from reading books. It's what you learn from watching videos such as this. It's what you learn from podcasts and conferences. It's what you can go seek out. Know-how is experienced through implementation, through taking action. And so as you look to reopen, you must be candid with yourself and say, what's the knowledge I have versus the know-how? And who has the know-how? People like coaches and mentors and things like that can help guide me along the way. Sure, do I think I know how to go and hire somebody? Probably. Is there a better way that's been tested and measured on how to do it properly? Absolutely. And so that's really where you want to focus your efforts. So understand the difference between knowledge and know-how. You must relearn. To properly reopen or to open, you must relearn some stuff. You must learn things to do them in a way that you may have never done them in the past. So write those things down right now. What are the things that you know you need to go have a better knowledge about and you must go relearn? And then those things that you must increase the know-how of that you don't necessarily have currently, that you need to seek out others who have the know-how to provide it to you, to walk you and coach you through that process. That becomes the very first step. Second step to properly opening or reopening is your marketing. And this is where the offer is absolutely critical. You see, target, offer, copy. Your marketing is important. The importance of your marketing is in that order. Meaning, if you don't have your target right, none of your marketing will most likely matter. General marketing does not work. You are going to waste a lot of your time, energy, effort, and a whole lot of money if you're not targeted with your marketing. It's not, hey, blank in general. It's, here's my specific niche for this specific target, for this specific product or service offering. And then I'm going to go down to the next one. I'm going to say, okay, for this product or service, here's the exact target I look to have. In marketing terms, if you work with a marketing consultant firm or something like that, they're going to call it your avatar. Knowing what your avatar is becomes really important. And it's going to be very specific for each target. You don't have to have one target audience for your entire business. You may want to have very specific target audiences for different types of programs, offerings, services, products. Be specific. The more specific you can be, the better your marketing and offers can then turn into. Because the offer is the with them, what's in it for me. And this is the piece that most businesses get wrong. Most businesses tell the what, not the why. Most businesses say, here's what we can do versus here's what we do for you. Here's how we emotionally connect with you. This is why when we coach and teach our clients marketing and we focus in on their avatars, their target audiences, then we focus in on their offers, we help them understand what actually makes them, you, unique. If you don't understand what makes you unique in the sea of competition that is out there, and price doesn't make you unique, let's start there real quick, it's going to be very difficult to properly have the right foundation to build your business upon. Most likely you are going to be a business operator for a very long time instead of a business owner. And that's a whole other topic that if you're interested in, let us know, and we're happy to have that conversation with you. There are a lot of business operators. I owned a job. I did not own a business when I first started. 13 years ago today, I owned a business. In my mind, however, in reality, I just owned a job. I had to learn and be coached through and be mentored through how to actually own a business. So, understanding what's your target offer and then copy. Copy the rest of the text in the ad is almost non-existent. It almost doesn't matter if you get the first two things right, because the target is going to be specific. And then the offer, which is not discounting. Discounting kills your business. Never discount. Add value with the offer. That is what emotionally connects them with you. And you get 10 words or less. 10 words or less to get that knocked out of the park. So you're going to go relearn a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to get coached through it. You're going to identify your targets and then the offer that you're going to provide, because you need new offers now. Your messaging to the marketplace must be different than what it was 3 months ago. So what's your reopening, your remessaging with your remarketing? What does that look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? You have to shift these kind of things. Then we get to leverage. So you don't want to have to do the work over and over and over again. You want to do the work once and get paid forever for it. So think through your marketing. How can you do the work once and have it leveraged over and over and over again? Whether that is digitally, whether that is with other people doing it for you. What does that look like? This is where sustainability and scalability for a business actually kicks in. The key to any business scaling in general is leverage, and there's a whole lot of different areas to focus on leverage. Right now, we're just focusing on your leverage for reopening, getting the messaging out there, getting the right people in place so that way you can scale quickly. When you have the right marketing, the demand will be there. It's actually one of the top 3 reasons why businesses fail right now, is a lack of creation of demand in the marketplace. And so in your remessaging, you need to be able to connect emotionally to create that demand for your business. What makes you unique in the sea of competition, those kind of things. Then we have to build in that leverage piece to properly reopen. How do you scale through the pain points of leverage that you need to address quickly? There's a lot of different things, as I mentioned, that you can focus on when it comes to leverage. We want to start with, what are the ones that need focus the quickest? Then we'll scale. Then guess what? We're going to go back to our remessaging. We're going to message things differently because we'll be a different business at this scale. Then we focus on leverage again, and then we grow again. The difference between those who succeed and don't is they push through. They don't just hit plateau and say, I'm good and I'm just going to coast. They say, okay, I'm plateauing here. What do I need to focus on now? What do I need to relearn? What do I need to reshift in my business? And then I can start to grow again. And guess what? I'll plateau again, and then I'll figure some new stuff out there, getting to my ultimate destination. You know, it's been said that if you're not just a little bit crazy, you would never be a business owner, because this thing is not easy. Candidly, opening up a true business, being a business owner at the beginning, it's not easy. It's difficult. And so if you're going to sit there and you're going to say, I want to be successful at this thing, then guess what? You must be driven to push through. You must be focused in the right areas. So what are you going to go relearn today? What did you write down? What are the offers based on the specific targets that you need to have? And if you don't have the target right yet, or the multiple specific targets, then that's the first step that you're going to take on that piece out of today. And if you have that, then what are the new offers in your marketing? What's the new marketing message that you're going to put out there? The messaging, the positioning matters more now than it probably did 3 months ago, because people's level of sensitivity is extremely high right now. They've been bottled up at home, not being able to go anywhere. Those of you who are super social, guess what? This has been really difficult just staying at home. So guess you can't wait to get out. So your messaging must be different. And then we have to look at how to reshift the leverage inside of the business. Is that in the people and the education that you have? Is that in the technology that you decide to use? Is that in the ways in which you do marketing to where, you know what, our cost per acquisition, our cost per lead, what it costs my business to go buy a customer was way too high before. So we got to reshift some of that right now. If you don't know what your cost per lead or cost per acquisition are, then go watch that video, and that becomes an action I'm leaving today as well. Business is math, and we've talked about that in a variety of other videos and other episodes. So go watch those. In fact, as soon as you're done with it, go look at the YouTube page and watch all of them right now. You have to know the numbers in your business. How do we properly leverage? Getting that proper leverage in place becomes really important. So that way, you can then rewrite your plan. To properly open or reopen, you must have a documented, written out plan. It is not good enough to just wing it. That is why 85% of businesses fail in the first few years, because they wing it. They don't actually have a business plan that has been thought through with other experts and coaches and mentors looking over their shoulder going, okay, let's rethink this. Or you know what, that looks good, but this over here, that may need some more detail on it. Or maybe that's the wrong focus overall. And you create a quarterly plan. At the end of this month, this is being shot in June. At the end of this month and at the end of every quarter moving forward, we sit down with all of you who are looking to take your business seriously, and we guide you to creating your next 90-day plan. We have all the tools and resources you will ever need to create it. And then we look at not only the 90-day plan, what's the first 30-day sprint within it. So that way you can kickstart strong. If you don't take your business seriously, that means that you will not have a plan. And I'm gonna be candid with you. As a person, as a coach, as a mentor, as a business owner who's been doing this for a very long time, who gets to coach a lot of different businesses across the world, and I get to see what this actually means to their business. Those who take their business seriously create the right plan, and they don't do it on their own. And then you take that one step further, then you have to have the right action, which is where coaching kicks in to say, are you actually following the plan? So you can say, you know what, I'm gonna go do this on my own. Or you can be honest with yourself and say, I need another expert to look over my shoulder to say, is this the right plan to create? Have I properly thought through this for the next 3 months, the next 90 days? And candidly, if you join us, it's $1 a day. It's $90. It's $90 for a 90-day plan. It's that straightforward. If your business isn't worth $1 a day, then you shouldn't probably be in business. Create your plan. You have to rewrite the plan. The rules of the game have changed for business owners. Your rules of the game have completely changed. And so you must rewrite your plan. Look at Q3, then look at Q4. Every quarter moving forward, at the end of the quarter, always create the next quarter plan. It's good to create a yearly plan to have some targets to go get. Absolutely, we got to have some major rocks, major boulders out there that we're shooting for. More specifically, we then have to take it and we have to do the rocks and the pebbles, right? We have to not just have the major focuses, but all the little steps for the next 30 days, the next 90 days to have those accomplished. And guess what? Certain things that you accomplish will take place. Certain things won't. And that's why we reevaluate and recreate a plan every 90 days. Think about this. If you had just created the yearly plan in 2020 in December or January, and you said, this is the plan, and you had never relooked at it, oh my goodness, you would never accomplish the right things because of how drastically the world changed at the end of the first quarter and the entire second quarter of the year. You see, this is why we've been teaching this for over 20 years, the fact that you have to reevaluate, because we have coached through multiple, recessions and things like that. And a pandemic is no different when it comes to the business side of it, the business planning purpose of it. You have to refocus every 90 days because some things will have been accomplished, some things will not have been. You have to readjust along the way. So relearn. What are those things that you need to relearn? What are those things that you need to seek somebody out like a coach to understand the know-how? From there, how do we reshift the marketing, the targets, and the offers? From there, how do we build leverage into the plan that you're going to go create? Let's focus incrementally or exponentially, your choice on how fast or how slow you want to go, on getting out of being a business operator and getting into being a business owner. I mentioned this in the last episode and I wanted to bring it back. You see things and you say, why? I dream things that never were and I say, why not? George Bernard Shaw. Have some moonshot thinking in your plan. Have some exponential focus in your plan. Let's relearn, let's refocus, let's reshift, let's remarket, and let's rewrite our plan. Join us. Get all the information at dmh.actioncoach.com. You can get connected with us. All of the information, if you're connected with us on any of these platforms, all of it will be right there. Get connected with us. Let's create and rewrite the plan for your business to properly open or reopen it. I'm Dr. Michael Hartley. I'm here to elevate your business and enhance your lifestyle. Bye for now.